Okay, so this is a slower explanation for those who want to know the idea behind it and why it works rather than just how to do it right away. So, I just choose third person, maximum quality, star content, doesn't really matter, right? Just make the project. So first you add your animations to your project. Alright, added. Now you add your characters to your project. I'm using Infinity Blade Warriors. Of course, if you have your own animations or own warriors, you can use those too. And as long as they use the same skeletons, the skeletal stuff, it should work. So now you look in Dynamic Sword Set, their animations. Let's look at 13, attack 13. So this is the skeletal mesh, or the character that, the animations guy used. And he does this little cool spin attack thing, right? Probably gets dizzy afterwards. So what we're trying to do is essentially, see all these animations? We want it to work with the Infinity Blade Warriors characters. So now you notice in this folder, Infinity Blade Warriors, there are no animations, right? It's just the characters themselves. So what we're essentially trying to do with this entire thing is we are transferring the movement, right? The movement of this character from the animation set, because it is this character, right? This is the guy moving. We're just gonna copy his bones and mimic them and make the Infinity Blade Warriors do the same thing, right? It's kind of implied in the name. You retarget to another skeleton. So you retarget. So this guy's head will retarget to the Infinity Blade character's head, and this guy's arm, the way it moves, will retarget to the Infinity Blade. So you select humanoid rig, right? You make sure the bones align up, and since this animation set was made for Unreal Engine 4, it will align up the labels. Sometimes if you download animations, their labels might be different. Like foot_L, right? It might be like foot_LEFT, like they'll spell out left, but it aligns to foot L. So you'll click here and then, click on the corresponding. So you make sure all these line up. After that, you make sure all these line up with the Infinity Blade Warrior as well. And I'm just going to choose SK Mannequin Skeleton. The reason why you don't choose, shield and sword is because, hello, and sword, just like, this isn't the animation, this is just like placeholder. You want to find the actual mannequin skeleton itself. And this would be it. So we already select humanoid, make sure these match up. Okay, that's all you need to do. Infinity Blade Warriors, you find the SK Mannequin Skeleton, select humanoid, make sure these all line up. And so the Infinity Blade Warriors also was made with Unreal Engine 4 in mind when they let us have it for free. So they all line up. And this guy, I don't know what the hell this guy is, but this guy is irrelevant, right? You want the SK Mannequin Skeleton, and this is their, the mesh they use. But it doesn't matter which mesh you use. It'll work for any character using this skeleton. So since Infinity Blade Warriors, they're see this skeleton, the one that we changed to select humanoid. All these characters use this same skeleton. So when you use the skeleton from the Dynamic Sword set and you transfer it, retarget all these to the Infinity Blade Warriors character or their skeleton, it'll affect all of these characters. So if you look at my mouse, right, you're taking this skeleton from here, basically copy and pasting it over this guy. And since this guy controls all of these guys, all the animations from the dynamic sword set will also transfer over to all these guys. So it'll work. So all you gotta do is set these two skeletons to humanoid, right? Which we already did. And then make sure the bones match. This one, bones match, humanoid, okay? It's just 2 steps, right? Select humanoid and check the bones. Now you click on the skeleton with the animations, because remember this skeleton is the one that has all the animations. The Infinity Blade Warriors have no animations. So since you're copying and pasting these animations or this bone over to the Infinity Blade Warriors bones or skeleton, you retarget from here. So you right click, retarget to another skeleton. See, allow all animation assets for this skeleton, retarget to another skeleton. Wow, they summarized it a lot better than I did. Click on that. You need to close persona or anything that references blah blah blah, continue, yes. So you'll have a list of all the skeletons that can use this. And of course we only have one. You click on it, you see, here's the source. You're gonna copy and paste the animations and stuff over to these guys. Now it just shows one mesh, but it transferred to all of them that use that same skeleton in the Infinity Blade Warriors section. So you click, retarget. You see these? Saving game assets. So now these will all work for the Infinity Blade Warriors characters. So you click on animations. Here's the helicopter one. See? Now it is using the character model of the Infinity Blade Warriors characters. And just to show that it works for every character, let's see, it works for the cardboard guy. Right, I like this guy. Here you go. Works for the frost giants. Not very giant. There you go. So it copy and pasted all over this skeleton. And just to show one more that it works. There you go. There. So these guys are all going to be very dizzy as they use this new animation that they've gained. So there you go. It's pretty easy. Unreal Engine made it really easy to retarget animations. And it's cool, right? Because you have so many characters, and you can have like this guy, this naked dude, almost. You can have him use like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attacks. And you could have another guy use like a different combination of 10 attacks. And like it just saves so much time because you don't have to animate each and every character. You just make one animation, like someone swinging a sword, right? Let's do a simple sword swing like that. And every character can now use this animation, assuming the skeleton is the same, right? Humanoid. Look at that. Oh, come on, where's the animation for the cardboard guy? So sword swing, nope, sword swing. Very, very easy. Like, I could imagine like 20 enemies using this same attack, right? Like, and you can even make it faster, right? If you want to make it look kind of different. Oh, look, now it's a different attack. It's faster. Oh, you can make it slower, right? Maybe it's a really fat boss or something, fat person, or a giant, so you swing slower. So you wouldn't even really be able to tell this is a different or the same animation. So really useful stuff, retargeting animations. This is so useful. I cannot get over how useful all this is. Like, look at this, dude. You can have everyone be a helicopter. Anyway, now the video is going too long, but yeah, that's all. That's the explanation. You're basically copy and pasting this skeleton over your character skeleton. And so now your character skeleton can now use all the animations from the animation skeleton. So, pretty cool stuff. Thanks, Unreal Engine.